Welcome to Around the Map. Today, we're taking a fascinating journey through the world's largest cities, from the hustle and bustle of New York to the futuristic architecture of Shanghai. What do we really know about these metropolises that captivate us every day? Although many of them are already famous, there are plenty of lesser-known curiosities about life in these cities, what makes them unique, and what lies behind them. So, let's begin our journey through these colossal cities that shape the modern world. 1. Tokyo, the city that moves at an accelerated pace. Tokyo, the capital of Japan, isn't just the largest city in the world with a population of around 37 million people, but it's also an extraordinary example of technology integrated into everyday life. What truly makes Tokyo unique is its impeccable urban organization. For example, the public transportation system is incredibly efficient, and the trains and subways are famous for their near-perfect punctuality. If a train is delayed by more than a minute, a public apology is issued. So, traveling through Tokyo, you'll quickly learn that order is key, even in the middle of a massive crowd. But Tokyo is also a city of contrasts. Despite its massive size, living spaces are extremely small. In an average Tokyo apartment, space is a rare commodity, and to save room, residents make do with minimalist, efficient furniture. In central areas, apartments can be so small they are called capsules, places where you can only sleep, and nothing else. And in this crowded city, owning a home is nearly impossible for younger people without a high income, leading many to opt for temporary living spaces. Additionally, Tokyo is a global center for technological innovations. People enjoy the latest gadgets, and robotics are already integrated into daily life. For example, some restaurants in Tokyo feature robots that serve food directly to your table. 2. New York, the city that never sleeps. New York, with about 8.5 million residents just in the city itself, is a place where life never stops. When you think of New York, you likely think of Times Square, the Statue of Liberty, or Central Park, but there are many lesser-known aspects of this city that have helped it become a world-renowned metropolis. One little-known fact about New York is that almost 40% of its residents don't have a driver's license. How is this possible in such a large city? The answer lies in the exceptional public transportation system. New York has one of the largest and most efficient subway networks in the world. In fact, some of New York's subway lines were built over 100 years ago, but still serve millions of passengers every day. The subway is where much of daily life takes place, and the crowds don't seem to bother New Yorkers. But New York is much more than a city of skyscrapers and hustle. Despite its urban sprawl, the city is a place where culture and art are everywhere. For example, New York is home to the largest number of theaters in the world. More than 40 theaters are located on and around Broadway. If you want to see a show, you have an incredible variety of options, from Broadway musicals to more intimate performances in smaller theaters off the beaten path. Additionally, New York is one of the most diverse cities in the world. Nearly 800 languages are spoken daily here, and cultural diversity is a fundamental part of the city's identity. From Chinatown to neighborhoods in Queens, New York is a mosaic of cultures, and each neighborhood has its own unique vibe. 3. Shanghai, the city that never stops growing. Shanghai is a fascinating city that represents the rapid economic and architectural development of China. Over the past few decades, the city has quickly transformed from a small port town to a giant urban landscape filled with skyscrapers and modernism. But what is truly impressive about Shanghai is the incredible speed at which this city develops. In fact, almost daily, a new building is constructed in Shanghai, and the number of skyscrapers continues to grow. In this city, urban planning happens at a dizzying pace. Pudong, one of the most famous areas in the city, was almost an empty field in the 1990s. but today it's covered in some of the world's most modern and futuristic buildings. The Jinmao Tower and the Shanghai Tower are just a few of the architectural masterpieces that define the city's skyline. It's a true lesson in how modern urbanism can challenge both nature and available space. Beyond its stunning architecture, Shanghai is also a hub for technological advancements. The city is renowned for its public transport system, but also for its advanced digital technologies. For example, Shanghai is home to some of the world's fastest trains, and the underground transportation system is so vast that you could travel across the entire metropolitan area without ever coming above ground. 4. Mexico City, the city on water that sinks. Mexico City, with a population of about 22 million people, is another urban giant, but living here presents some unique geological challenges. The city was built on the ruins of the Aztec capital, Tenochtitlan, and this terrain is extremely unstable. Mexico City is constantly sinking by about 10 centimeters per year because the city is built on a drained lake, and the soil is extremely soft. Additionally, the city is known for the Zocalo Square, one of the largest public squares in the world, which dates back to the Aztec era. Beneath the city lies an underground city of canals and ruins, which were recently discovered and are now open to visitors. Another lesser-known fact about Mexico City is that it's home to the world's largest museum of Aztec antiquities, the National Museum of Anthropology. Here, visitors can learn about the fascinating history of the Aztec civilization and explore impressive artifacts, including a replica of the Sunstone, the famous Aztec circular stone. 5. São Paulo, the city with the most restaurants in the world. São Paulo is the economic capital of Brazil and one of the largest metropolises in South America. One lesser-known fact about this city is that São Paulo has the largest concentration of restaurants in the world. With a population of around 22 million people in the metropolitan area, the city is a place where food is a true passion, and the culinary diversity is stunning. Additionally, São Paulo is known for its vibrant nightlife, which rivals any major city worldwide. Here, you'll find bars and clubs that are internationally renowned, and the atmosphere never stops. Whether you want to listen to jazz in a small club or party until dawn in a large club, São Paulo is the perfect place to have an unforgettable experience. 6. Cairo, the city that shares its history with the world. Cairo, the capital of Egypt, is a city that perfectly blends history with modern life. Despite being a place of intense urban hustle, Cairo is also one of the oldest cities in the world. It's home to the famous pyramids of Giza, which represent one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. These pyramids are so massive that you can see them from distances of up to 30 kilometers away. Less known is the fact that Cairo has a sewage system that dates back to the Pharaonic era, and it's still in use today. This impressive engineering system has lasted thousands of years and is one of the oldest and most efficient in the world. So we've traveled together through some of the largest and most fascinating cities on the planet, discovering curiosities and lesser-known facts about urban life in these metropolises. From Tokyo and Shanghai's technological innovations to Cairo's deep history and Mexico City's urban complexity, these cities show us that, no matter how big or developed they are, each one hides a unique and captivating story. Thank you for joining us on this global journey, and don't forget to subscribe for more exciting adventures from the corners of the world.